Integration by parts, part 3. Before we move any further, I want to address one thing that a lot of people have questions on, and that's how do I pick my u when I'm doing an integration by parts problem. So just in general, you have your u and your du here, and your dv and v. So since you're going from u to du, you want to pick something that's easily differentiated. And since from here you're going from dv to v, you're integrating. So you want to pick something that's easily integrated. So let's say you have a problem like e to the x times ln x, for example. Since e to the x since ln x is not easily integrated but very easily differentiated, you'd want to pick ln x as your u. So then e to the x dx becomes your dv. So that's how you do it in general. There's also a mnemonic device that a lot of people use called Li8, which helps you pick your u. So in the mnemonic device, I'll just go through what each thing stands for. L stands for logarithmic. So this could be like an ln x, a log x, or anything involving a logarithmic function. I stands for inverse, like inverse trig, like let's say arctan x or arcsine x. A stands for algebraic, so that could be any algebraic function, like let's say x squared plus 1 or x cubed. T stands for trigonometric, and that's, just sine x, cosine x, that kind of thing. And E stands for exponential, so it could be e to the x, any constant a to the x, any base to a power involving x. And again, this is to pick your u. To pick your u. And the reason that this works is because, again, for your u, you want to have something that's either easily differentiated or not easily integrated, because you don't want to do a problem where your dv is something that can't be integrated. So if you just follow this mnemonic device to pick your u, pretty much every single time you're going to make the right choice. So let's do an example that we already did before, x e to the x. If let's say you were stuck and you didn't know which one to pick as your u, just go down the list. Is there any logarithmic? No. Is there any inverse trig function? No. Is there any algebraic function? There's an x. That counts as algebraic. So your u would be x, and your dv would be e to the x dx. And for this problem, it doesn't really matter whether you pick x or e to the x, but there's other problems like this one or other problems where if you didn't pick the right u and the right dv, you wouldn't be able to integrate the dv. So basically just use this formula to pick your u and it'll work every time.